have to move on and tell you about the latest from the world of business. Of course, when it comes to business, that segment, AMBiz, is always brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. And this morning, we're focusing on the Agritech Challenge, the Cosmos Innovation Center Agritech Challenge in January 2020. And it is to help equip all these young people with some great ideas, with the best requisite skills for the job market. Now, they embark on a 10-day research tour in 6 regions in Ghana, visiting factories and companies within the agriculture value chain. Karen Dodo was with the team and is bringing to you the latest highlights of their trips in the Greater Accra region.
One of the market's research saw participants of the Cosmos Innovation Center Agritech Challenge take a trip to Obosomasi in the Eastern region to visit the Hilltop Greenhouse Village. The Greenhouse Village is managed by Tech Shelter, one of the winning teams from the 2018 edition of the KIC Agritech Challenge. Having operated for about a year, the team has managed to turn around the fortunes of the once-dead facility.
It's very important to have expert advice behind the whole thing, practical experience. So you're not talking because you can speak good English, because you can preach. You're talking because you actually know what you're saying. So we are still learning.
All this with a mobile phone application which is able to provide crop production services. The new cohorts visited the site to learn more about their business and perhaps grow an interest in greenhouse farming. The trip was also to help them come up with business ideas to help tackle challenges associated with greenhouse farming. Due to the highly controlled environment in the domes, the participants were unable to use them, as this could be detrimental to the growth of the plants. They, however, got the chance to observe one of Tech Shelter's very own demo kits, which helps to regulate temperature and humidity within the greenhouses.
So here it is displaying what it is speaking now.
Okay.
Right? So that means at any point, anywhere you are, I'm not connected to it, but I'm wirelessly connected. Yeah. At any point in time, anywhere you are, you can see the temperature within your tunnel and also the relative humidity.
At Hilltop, the main aim is to ensure that they provide greenhouse services to maximize crop yield and improve profits for the various owners. Public Relations Officer for Tech Shelter, Gifty Kwashi, had a word of advice for them.
They should take it with all seriousness and identify problems in the system. Fine, people are solving some, but we can't solve it all. We need more hands in the agriculture space, right from production, whatsoever. Across the agriculture value chain, they should identify problems, because there are teething problems in the agriculture sector we need to solve. So what I would tell them is that they should really be serious about what they want to identify in the agriculture sector and come up with innovative solutions to help us move forward as a country.
At the end of the visit, some participants were inspired by the story of Team Tech Shelter.
We are all trying to move the agri sector to the next level, and the young guys are doing that. We are also looking up to them to also do that. So I think it's bringing some kind of hope to the young guys that there's something in agriculture in which we have to also go into.
So I got to understand that if you really want something to be different from the other, you need a design, a proper design.
Next up was Blue Skies Limited, a food processing company which started production in 1958 and noted for its popular fruit juices, ice creams and food chops. The company has a labor force of 3,000 workers in Ghana, 2 factories in Egypt and South Africa, as well as 1 in Benin and the UK. Although the company is popular in Ghana for fruit juice production, the juices form about 5% of its total production, with a chunk exported to the European market. Upon the KIC team's arrival at the factory, which is located near Nsawam in the Eastern region, Public Affairs Manager Alice Tejimate welcomed the team and briefed them with the background of Blue Skies Company and the mission behind its existence.
Supply to the 15 most premium supermarket chains in Europe. If I say premium, it means premium. Our products are not sold by any roadside shop like you can see in
After
other
the
parts of the
welcome,
world.
the team was taken on a tour of the factory to understand their mode of operations. They were exposed to some of the challenges affecting food cultivation and production in Ghana.
We sort the ripe ones from the unripe ones. So any fruit that goes into production have been sorted. So we don't just send them in batch, whether it is ripe or not. No, we don't want to waste anything. So that's how our system is done. So when you come here during the day, you see so many fruits packed all over.
After the sightseeing, it was obvious the participants had learned from the Blue Sky story and were ready to make a positive impact in society.
The moment you turn different, or the moment you become innovative, or the entrepreneurial spirit begin to burn in you, you tend to sort of like get a lot of haters. That is where whatever fire that is in your belly, you should come out boldly and explain to people you want to work with, or teams that you want to come up with to initiate whatever that is burning in your belly.
I'm really inspired, and to know that like a Ghanaian company is making it this big out there, like owning factories in like a whole lot of like countries around the world, having like a huge market in Europe especially is like a big inspiration for me. And so I'm actually looking forward, hoping that a day will come where most people from here will actually end up like establishing more Blue Skies around the world.
It was quite late when their first day on the market research trip ended, but the Agritechies were not perturbed as the experience was an eye-opener to the realities in the agriculture value chain.
Option. I said
Day 2 of the market research took the Agritechies to the Ghana Flowers and Grains Limited, located in Dowenya in the Greater Accra region. Although the Dutch-owned company is the leading producer of fresh flowers in Ghana, about 98% of the flowers produced are exported to the international markets. Joseph Apia Addo, manager for the local content of the factory, officially received the team.
There's no special thinking. So somebody sat down, he knew. The ladies here, I'm very sure that when it's Valentine and I bring you one of our flowers, you will tell me, the flower. That is it. But for him, the flower business is the best when you go to Holland. Okay? So he thought that, look, let me find a place here in Ghana and locate a business. And let me be very, very frank. Initially, it wasn't that easy. Every businessman, including you, should have it at the back of your mind. That you don't start business today and hope to what? Start the business should start bearing fruit for you to enjoy.
Although majority of the flowers produced are exported to the international market, the local market equally plays a vital role within the company's business value chain. Being a part of the Ghana Free Zones enclave, the country works hand in hand with outgrowers as well as depends heavily on labor from the community. Like their previous visits to the other factories, the Agritechies were given a brief on the history behind the company, their method of production, and most importantly, some challenges they face. This was of immense interest to the Agritechies as they were hopeful that this may lead to potential business ideas. However, Mr. Addo Apia encouraged them not to create any business, but ones that are really cut out to solve pressing problems.
You and I, if we are going to go into the field of business, then we must go into an area where we are not, Ghana here, we are copy. The moment somebody is doing something, you want to do the same thing. So, and you know, your lecturers have told you, you must be innovative, you must be creative, you must do thinking, and you must have a lot of time to sit, think through, plan, come up with the idea, and the idea is always here. Once you give it a lot of attention, something will pop up. Sometimes it pops up in your bathroom. Sometimes where you're on your water closet, the idea will pop up. Sometimes in a dream, idea will pop up. Unfortunately, most of us, when the ideas pop up, we don't follow up. So most people have died and they've gone with a lot of ideas. That's why they say the grave of the African is the richest place in the world.
The team then took a tour around the facility where most of the flowers produced are done in greenhouses. From the greenhouses, they are harvested and then prepared for shipping to Holland. After engaging with other employees at the facility and satisfying their curiosity with the numerous questions answered, it was time for them to move on to the next stop for the day, the Dowenya Irrigation Scheme, a few kilometers away from the flower producing company. The Dowenya Irrigation Scheme was established in 1960 under the Ghana Irrigation Development Authority. Since then, it has been providing irrigation services to farmers around Dowenya and its environs. In addition to its mandate, the scheme, which has a total land area of 2,800 hectares, has started rice cultivation. They as well assist independent rice farmers with processing services. However, this task has been challenging as the scheme is faced with numerous problems. The cost of power has been a major problem, causing a shutdown in 2016 after management was unable to settle power bills. Scheme manager Timothy Nuodu is hoping that the Agritechies will manage to come up with a solution to the scheme's high cost of power.
So marketing, as we speak now, is a big challenge for our farmers. We have harvested a lot of rice, and if your camera will just focus on the platform, and if you interact with some of the farmers, they will tell you they have the rice, but there are no buyers. So it's a challenge. So those are some of the key challenges that the scheme have: power, seed, and marketing.
At the end of the second day, it was an exciting tour for them, as the Agritechies could not wait to see what subsequent regions have in store for them. For Joy Business, Karen Dodu.